Taurus, how are you? It's Jen here. I'm doing your reading for January 2022. Just did a little bit of channeling and I'm going to read that. Yours was and I'm getting this for several of the signs, just a real breath of fresh air. Like things are really starting to flow for you. So if you had felt stuck or stagnant, and this came up, I remember for you before because I remember saying for Taurus to feel stuck or stagnant, I mean, things are really just, um, you're not happy. And some of you may have felt like you should have been happy, but you just were not happy. So these things really starting to flow. A water influence, so this could be new love, feeling romantic. Some of you may have ended a relationship and didn't realize how sort of unhappy or stifled you were in that relationship. But now that you have released that, you're ready to move forward. You just feel free and excited. A really positive time period. And Mercury retrograde may bring back a person that a past love interest. So I don't feel like this is someone you had a relationship with. Here we go. Whatever, you both weren't available at the same time, or whatever the circumstance was. But I feel like this person comes back around and it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Nine of Wands at the bottom. So this is battle weary. This can be definitely a card of perseverance and saying, keep going, you've made it this far. But, in this deck, he's worn down. I mean, he's still standing, but he's exhausted, and he's built this sort of prickly barricade around himself. So I think that's maybe what you're breaking out of, that you didn't realize that you were just sort of stuck in a situation where you just felt like this could be a job situation too, any sort of relationship, that you were just situation that you just felt absolutely stuck in, and it was just wearing you down, and you felt like you had to, like there are little barbs on these wands here. And it was injuring you. I mean, this is a wands card, so that it's just drained your energy, like your mojo. It just really was taking your zest for life, was kind of being your energy for life, your mojo was kind of just being drained away by the situation. So how do you know when to persevere or when it's enough? Well, you have to go inside. Only you know. And for things like this, you usually know. I mean, you're the only one that knows, and you usually already know. But for some reason, you almost feel like it's kind of like if you say you are in a relationship that just isn't working for you, but you've resigned yourself to be in it or kind of in denial about it. That takes so much energy. That's such an energy drain to day in and day out be in a situation that somewhere deep down isn't right, but then just changing that situation, you feel like you just don't have the energy in you to even change it, but you do. And once you do, it's amazing how you're like, oh my God, I didn't realize how unhappy I was or how stuck I was. How I was just going through those emotions. Excuse me. So this was what was recently in focus. Yeah, Four of Cups, just blah, not feeling it, um, and so kind of stuck in the rut that you're missing other opportunities that might be emotionally fulfilling. This could be even other romantic opportunities, but it's just a card of blah, of unhappiness. But it isn't even necessary. Sometimes though, it's just like you can't necessarily point to something wrong, but you just know somewhere in your core it things aren't there's something missing, or there needs to be a change, that things just are not you're not truly living, you're just kind of going through the motions. And depending on what placements that you have, like if you have some Sag placements or fire placements, that could be, you could just feel, sort of, that's why a fixed Taurus sign can feel stuck, even though um, you're okay settling into a routine. Like that can be comforting, but this has gone the other way. Be open to new opportunities coming in. Make sure that you don't just have out of habit say, no, 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 no. If someone wants to do something, or there's an opportunity to maybe get together, if you can with COVID, um, you may want to do that because it may open your eyes to maybe you run into a friend and they're like, want to get a drink, and you do, and you're just, I don't know, something about it, you're like, yeah, see, this is fun, this is what I need to go out, I need to meet people, I need to talk about ideas. I don't know, it's like you're just missing something's missing. What's in focus right now? Wow, you look at that in all your glory. This mature pentacles card. So this is it's so interesting because in the background, yes, this is the mature earth card, one of the mature earth cards. But in the background, look at that fire. They're not so fixed. And is that clouds or water? I can't tell what's in that window. But he doesn't get so stuck in the routine that he doesn't have the passion goes away, right? So that's exactly you can be in a routine. So this could be a relationship too, but also any other situation. A routine doesn't have to be boring or uninspired. And maybe that's the real challenge. Fire signs are like can be tons of fire and then it just can't be maintained. Maybe the earth signs can be so much groundedness that there's no sort of spark or spontaneity or excitement, but that's the lesson of the mature pentacles card is, yeah, we can be methodical and stick to our routine, but we can still keep things spicy. So maybe the passion has gone out of your relationship. She almost looks like she's given the finger. Doesn't she kind of have? That's what we do to we're so mean to my brothers, and I do to my parents. I know, we're classy. My mom's like, can we just have one picture where you're not giving the finger? Oh my God. What do you want most right now? Yeah, change. You want to break up what's not working, break up the pattern. Maybe you want to kind of blow up your life, and so people, I think, yeah, oh my God, you're blowing up your life. You have this will often, like, you see someone, they seem like they have a great marriage and they have this, all the house and the kids and everything looks perfect, but you don't know what's really going on in a relationship or what someone really wants. And they're miserable. They're absolutely miserable. And they may get a divorce, and people are like, "What? I can't believe it. You're leaving this career. You're leaving this amazing career to buy a farm." And, but, whatever, who knows what it is. What are you doing? And that's probably why a lot of people stay in situations, because there's so much expectation and pressure. But this is, yeah, I need to shake it up. I want to know what's real, what's sustainable, what's really worth it to me, what really is what I desire and will keep that fire burning. Yeah, you want a major change, a major shakeup. Interesting. I love that. Because look at these two cards. I mean, he's not happy. I wonder if you've been grumpy lately. They are not happy. They are not happy. Stepping into your power. What else is crossing you right now? Victory, the victory card. People need to play the lottery. I almost said y'all need to play the lottery. I don't say y'all, I'm not Southern, so I don't know why that came out, but y'all need to play the lottery. I'm not telling you to gamble if you have a gambling problem or anything, but the energy is, I wonder what Jupiter's doing. Success, recognition. This is a homecoming. This is accolades. It's just feeling really good, feeling like you've accomplished something, feeling successful, winning the person of your dreams, winning. It could be anything. But I always like to say with the Six of Wands, like, really, really leaning into the opportunity that comes from the Tower card. The Tower card, people are like, "Oh, the Tower card, that's awful," but really, it's a breakthrough, and it can really release. It can release you from this Nine of Wands and this Four of Cups, and I feel like that's what it's doing. The Tower is creating victory and movement and maturity and growth and getting your spark back. What's coming up? Eight of Cups, yeah, you're going to walk. There's something you're walking away from because emotionally, you're emotionally bankrupt. There's a little teeny fly. Got it from my plants. So where are you putting in a lot of energy, and where is it like, I just don't have any more to give? I just don't. You have empty cups in both of these pictures. And the Eight of Wands is you walking away, you making the decision. But the great thing, the Eight of Cups, sorry. I wonder why I said Eight of Wands. Yeah, the Eight of Wands is like ready to move forward. But the Eight of Cups is, shit, I lost my train of thought. Like, it's sad that you realize you just don't have anything more to give a situation, but also exciting for the new opportunities coming. And that's what I got in the channeling, right? Wow, Ten of Pentacles. You're walking away from something that's not working, but it will create this opportunity for this Ten of Pentacles that is really, I think, what a lot of earth signs want, to be comfortable, to build a legacy, to have a strong, a family, many generations. But there's a richness to this card, and the richness is in the quality of your life. And it doesn't necessarily mean tons of money, but although you do have money cards here, the way a French dessert can be rich, right? It's just one bite and it's just amazing. That the richness of life, of the quality, a quality of life. Yes, you're looking for a quality of life, but something in your home environment, as I think too. What else do we have here? Five of Wands. It was interesting. This was in reverse, and I don't usually read reversals. I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't force the card to go one way or the other. Like you don't want to fight. It's kind of. I mean, this card. Look at they're boys. They're playing or kids, whatever, playing and practicing, which is fantastic. But it just takes one of those kids to just, I'm taking my ball and going home, or just can't, not being able to keep it light and making it so competitive, or just arguing about, petty things. So maybe that's also some of what this Nine of Wands for. There's just sort of a general, what do I want to say? Yeah, just sort of immature bickering or bickering about things that may not seem like a lot. I think they point to a deeper incompatibility, or just that you're not, even if it's not you, maybe it's in the workplace and people just can't seem to get on the same team, get on the same page. And there's kind of, just a lot of grade school level, talk and stuff. Like you're maturing here with this King of Wands. You want to be in more mature situations. Sorry. And that may mean blowing things up a little bit, and sort of reassessing, rearranging, oh, and we do have the Mercury in retrograde, right? Reinvent, kind of reorganize, restructure things in your life. Did I tell you when the moons are? I don't think I did. So just in case you're wondering, we have two new moons, two opportunities in January. January 2nd, we have a new moon in Capricorn, a fellow earth sign. It's a cardinal earth sign, so they want to move forward. And then on January 31st, we have a new moon in Aquarius. So this is the innovator. And the full moon is on January 17th in Cancer. Groundedness, gravity, groundedness. Look at Jupiter's prominent in your luck. What else is in here? Transformation. I'm going to read the book on this. Sorry. Let's see what the book has to say. What number's that? 30. Oops. I'm dropping my cards everywhere. 1 moment, please. Okay, 39. Gravity, groundedness. Seek a grounded perspective. Gravitas, seriousness. Gravity is the natural force that causes all things with mass and energy to be attracted to each other. Interesting. So, yeah, this new person, I think, is coming into your orbit, and you're just going to be pulled. This is me talking, not the book. Pulled towards each other. Interesting. Mass and energy to be attracted to each other. This includes planets, galaxies, light, and yes, even apples. What the fuck does apples have to do with anything? The famous story about Isaac Newton and the apple actually did happen, but not in the way most people think. While there is no evidence of young Isaac being bumped on the head by a falling apple, he was sitting in the orchard and observed an apple falling from a tree. He noticed every apple fell the same way, straight down, not sideways or somehow else impeded, and he wondered why. This inspired him to formulate the law of universal gravitation, which states that every body in the universe is attracted to every other body with a force that is directly proportional to the square of the distance between them. His famous apple tree continues to grow at Woolsthorpe Manor. Newton wasn't the first scientist or great thinker to consider there was such a thing as gravity. The ancient Greek philosopher Archimedes proposed there was a center of gravity within a triangle. The ancient Indian mathematician Aryabhata proposed the 5th century there was a force that stopped objects being thrown into the air as the earth rotated. Later, Galileo showed gravitational acceleration is the same for all objects by throwing balls off the Tower of Pisa. Gravity still remains one of the most studied forces in physics. Gravity is a fantastic element to include in your workings for groundedness, and when you feel untethered because of trauma or things going too fast, breathing, putting your awareness in your feet and asking gravity to do its thing is good, solid magic. Love it. Okay, I will let that speak for itself, Taurus. I hope you have an amazing January. Take care. Oh, please like, share, and subscribe.